Hello and welcome to Meta PsycKicks. I'm Liv, this is Em. Em, say hi.
No.
And today we're talking about the Demon House. Do you know what the Demon House is? Because we don't. We do. But Em just got done telling me that she could not find anything about it, so that it actually is just an abandoned house. So this is our podcast rendition of our reaction to the video of the Haunted Sides visit to the Demon House.
Cleanwater Demon House, because there was a movie.
There was a movie?
Zach Bagans' Demon House movie thing.
Wow. So they went there?
No.
Oh.
They're different things. But you just gotta clarify that it's the Cleanwater Demon House.
Got it.
Yeah. That's the video that we're reacting to. But when you look it up, the only thing that comes up is the Haunted Sides video. So there's no information that we could tell you historically about the place because we don't actually know what the place is. And when you look up the Cleanwater Demon House, it doesn't come up. So so it's my assumption is that it's an abandoned place that people heard is haunted, and then they showed up and did an investigation there, which makes sense based upon the things that we saw in there.
Yeah, it was actually quite demonic.
I think it's really funny though because you were really scared, and personally, I think Annabelle is scarier, but I think you were mostly scared because this thing makes physical things happen. But it's funny
for sure.
because
that's scary to me.
That's how I experience my gifts is physically.
That's horrifying.
So you being like, I hear it, I see it. I'm like, yep, that doesn't happen.
No, usually it's all in my head or slightly I'll see small images of things. If you guys hear panting in the background, it's because I have my giant bear of a dog named Fennel. She's here with us today. She's a 10-month-old Newfoundland. She weighs approximately 100 pounds and is just so full of love and slobber. So she's on high idle. We went outside. She investigated Em's yard, and now we're back in the basement. So she's going to bring herself back down to polar bear temperatures and then be happy.
Yeah, the Cleanwater Demon House.
Yeah, was super scary. I honestly, because the Haunted Side reached out to us and was like, can you react to one of our videos, right?
Yeah, so I asked them which one because I don't want to watch them if we're reacting to things. Mm-hmm. So they told us to react to their most watched video, which is the Cleanwater Demon House.
And guys, you did not disappoint.
I was worth the watch.
Really scared. We also did the overnight. Is it just overnight? People say the overnight channel.
What are you talking about?
The other one that we did.
Annabelle?
Yeah. We did Well, I guess maybe my perception of it is not being as scary is because Annabelle's more controlled, kind of, to lack for better words. But this thing was not.
The things that are famously haunted where people can go ghost hunting and things like that, other souls that aren't bad know that that's a thing, so they try to make sure that people are safe. Mm-hmm. An abandoned house in the middle of freaking nowhere, there's not other spirits in the house that are like, everything's okay, guys.
In the middle of nowhere, from Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Yeah, exactly. It's literally that.
It was terrifying, honestly. I was rudely not thinking that it was going to be as scary as it was. So you guys, props to you for staying there as long as you did, because I was like, this is going to physically hurt you. If you guys haven't watched the video yet either, I'm sorry. I mean, you're fine, obviously, but it was... The other thing that was creepy was that every time we've done a reaction video to somewhere, there's always other souls there, whether they be human souls or spiritual beings, but this house, there was just one, I think is what made it even scarier.
That's what I was explaining.
What would you I don't actually know what it looked like. What would you describe what it was?
What do you mean? The house? Or
no,
the thing?
The thing.
Well, you see it differently than I. You keep saying that it looks like Haunter, and I'm like, they are watering it down for you. Because I see this gray, black, goopy looking thing, because it can change its shape. So
that's horrifying.
Most of the time it looks like a scary demon thing. But it has the ability to make itself look like grayed out, dead looking people.
Oh, I forgot. Because it was doing the thing upstairs with the EVP. Because I was like, you guys are going to get a lot of really crazy EVPs. I feel like there's a growling noise. And then literally you guys got crazy EVPs. And one of you, I don't remember your names. I'm sorry. Was one of them Jason or Jared or something?
I don't know. Patrick, and I don't know who the other guy's name is.
No, this is Patrick. Sorry. You guys heard a growl. One of you did. I think Patrick did. And I was like, oh no, what I'm seeing is real and it's not okay. But the thing, that's what you were talking about. The like grayed out hollow people. It was scary because I saw like this thing that looked like a tentacle monster that was puppeting people. Because you guys were getting EVPs that sounded like children and like men and women. But there was literally only one entity in the whole building. It was like, it showed me being like this Medusa tentacle. What was her name? Was it Medusa? No, it's not Medusa. The lady from The Little Mermaid. Ursula. Sorry. I was like, Phoebe. Got to think about Phoebe from Friends because her sister's name is Ursula. Anyways, it was like taking people's not alive bodies on the edges of the tentacles and puppeting them around so that it sounded like you guys were getting EVPs of people. Or like if other people are there that think that they're seeing people, it's not actual people. It's like this thing puppeting the supposed corpses of people, which is not okay.
So we should probably preface by saying what we're actually talking about because we have not really done that.
The Clearwater Demon House. We're reacting to the haunted side. Right?
Yeah, but we're kind of just randomly talking about things.
Okay, help me structure myself.
So we reacted to this video, like we said, from the haunted side. This place looks abandoned, and before we even reacted to the video, I asked Liv what she sees in this house, and there's this one entity that is this dark shadow pointy thing that she describes as pointy, sharp, ouch.
Is that really what I said?
Yep.
I'm glad that you get to edit all of the videos and see all of the crazy shit that I say.
Yeah. So this place, we perceive it to be abandoned, which makes it so that there's just this one little thing in there. There are other human spirits, but they're not there to like keep things safe. Like if you were to go to the Conjuring house or like other places that are like famously haunted. But we did see a few people there. There was this man that was like grouchy, the Boston man that you were describing.
Oh, the one that's on the outside of the house. He doesn't go in it though.
Yeah. And then you said that you were seeing a woman that like may have died in the house. In that one room.
Oh, yeah. Like where I saw like construction tape or something or caution tape.
But the only thing really scary is this weird shadow thing. And it's like it uses the structure of the building to move around. So in this ghost investigation, they were primarily looking at the stairs and the upstairs. And they have this weird laser thing where you like walk in front of it and it like is able to tell movement or whatever. So it like does the beep and whatever.
It like graphs it out.
Yeah, so they were like shining it onto the stairs and the thing was like cornered behind the wall. But it was making things, it was like talking and grumbling and all of those things behind them because it has access to like the sounds through the walls.
Yeah. There was this one corner where there's like a pipe that moves down by the stairs if you're watching the video, and then there's a closet, and it kept using that pipe to try and like move things because they had it cornered upstairs and it didn't want to be cornered at all. And then at one point they went up the stairs and then it went down the stairs, and I was like, oh no.
Yeah, because they didn't want to walk in front of the laser things because then it wouldn't be as fun because they would see it. It wanted the, what's the word? It wanted the something of mystery. You know what I'm saying?
And
every time I get sayings,
mystery.
every time I get sayings, they're just claircognizant sayings, thoughts.
The element of surprise.
Yeah, that's it.
That's what you mean. That's funny. I asked Rosalie, and then Victoria rolled her eyes.
Yeah, that happens during my readings a lot because sayings for me are just thoughts. So trying to put the words of the sayings to the thought is weird.
Yeah, no, it's okay. I get it. I do the same thing sometimes. Sometimes souls will say things funny, or like spirit guides will, because it's like the off-brand quote, because they're spirit guides.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's funny. So they went into the house, and immediately we were like, I said that there was going to be lots of EVPs. Em agreed, I believe. And I mean, you got to edit the video, so I'm trying to remember what we said. I forgot Sharpie, point, ow. That's funny.
I don't think they were EVPs. I think they were physically hearing that sound, because you kept saying, did you hear that? Did you hear that? I never get clairaudient things. And I was like, that would be because it's physically happening. If you didn't have clairaudience, you would hear it.
I forgot, because I was hearing things that they weren't even like, because they were really, not only was the video crispy as fuck, but
it was a 4K video, it says in the title.
But the audio that they would pick up, they would run across the screen of what they figured out it was, so you could like see it and hear it, subtitles. And there was things that there weren't subtitles for, though, that I was hearing, and it was not okay. The one that really freaked me out was at the beginning, where I literally heard some dude shouting from outside of the building. Mm-hmm. It was not okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that was happening physically.
Experiencing physical things as a medium is not okay for me. It blows my mind. No.
100% that's how it works for me, which is why in the video you can see me being very chill and Liv losing her shit, and I'm like, I don't know why you think this is so scary.
No, I was literally...
Annabella's much scarier, much beefier than this thing. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it just...
It's just physical things were happening for you, so it scared you.
Yeah, not okay.
But yeah, this thing has a lot of energy in order to make these weird physical things happen, because there were a lot of like steps and sounds within this house, even though there was no one else other than these people in the house. And what Liv was trying to get into is they were cornering it in the stairs, so this thing was trying to get them to move away from the stairs, because it had the like laser things pointed at it, and it didn't want to walk in front of the laser things. So it was trying to get them to like turn around by making, it's kind of like an echo chamber, like making its, I don't know, energy voice, whatever the hell you want to say.
It was throwing its voice like a cartoonist.
But yeah, it was like throwing its voice behind them, even though it was in front of them. But eventually it like oozed its way down the stairs without being like noticed. And that then prompted them to walk up the stairs.
And now they're cornered. Oh, how the turns have tabled.
So, because this thing was now downstairs and they were going upstairs, it followed them up the stairs. And they kept having like shots where they were viewing down the stairs. And Liv was like, did you just see a demon face?
I forgot about that. That thing was scary. It literally had like these giant white teeth and big red eyes, and it was just like white and black. It looked kind of like the mask from Avatar.
Yes, but that's like, how I see it.
But like the blue spots of the mask that Zuko has is like gone. It's just black, and you can only see the white part.
Black and gray.
Dude,
and white.
It was not okay. I'm glad you saw the same fucking thing.
Well, that's just what it looks like to me. Yeah. It's that weird mask thing in a shadow type of goopiness.
Yeah, it's not okay. And then it moved the boards, because you guys have this sort of like ethereal woman that follows you, and it's weird because she's not really there. We explain it kind of how Peggy the doll is, where it's like a essence or a fingerprint of a soul following you.
Well, I don't think it's the same thing, because I think Peggy the doll, it was like an experience that she was leaving behind. This woman, I feel like, literally creates clouds around you.
Yeah, but it's like
it's very different. It's not like her essence or experience there. It's literally like she sends clouds to be around you to protect you.
Mm-hmm. But it's weird because it's not like a physical soul actually there. It's almost like she hovers above you guys.
She doesn't need to be.
I get it, but it's just weird because a lot of people will be like, oh, well, is it like a person that's next to them that's protecting them? No.
She's
like a spiritual being. Yes.
But yeah, that got brought up because Liv was like, they have such pure souls. I don't know why they're in such a dark place. And immediately when she said that, I was like, there's a woman with them. That's why they're fine. But yeah, she's really interesting. But she creates these clouds around it and like taunts them, because we reacted to part 2 as well, which is going to come out at some point. And this weird thing starts getting angsty and starts trying to throw rocks and stuff and having a tantrum. Yeah. And she was like, excuse me, no, sir.
Yeah, at one point it was trying, because one of the things that makes me laugh is people that go on paranormal investigations will get things on spirit boxes or whatever type of technology that they're using to communicate with spiritual entities, are like, how does it know my name? Or like, how does it know that we're here? Because it'll say things that are related to you, whether it's physically happening right now or aspects about you. And it really freaks people out. So they get freaked out that they know things about the people. And I've heard other paranormal investigators, etc., make comments about like, it has to be malicious because it knows things about you, and like immediately just goes for like the worst case scenario. And in this case, it's a demon, but in the other cases, it's not usually a demon. But the thing is that souls, whether they're demonic or normal spiritual beings or people souls, whatever, know, see, hear, and feel everything. So they're privy to understanding that information about you. And if they don't, it's because they choose to not know things about you or just don't care to look into it. They're like in the moment, but they can choose. But what was weird about this was because this lady that follows you guys and like puts little light blue, yellow clouds of protection around you, because she was there and doing that, this entity couldn't know things about you. And it wasn't until you guys went up the stairs or were coming back down and that board fell down that I was like...
happened accidentally, because when this thing moves, it like has a wind to it because it's so like physical and solid. Mm-hmm. So when it was like moving through the house, it blew this board down. However, when it did that, it like covered itself with it.
It like put its energy into the board, and then when you guys walked down the stairs, or when they walked down the stairs to like put it back,
what fell.
I was like, don't fucking touch that board. And you touched it. Why?
Yeah. Patrick put the board back where it was. And when he did that, that thing latched itself to your back for a second.
And was able to get information about you, which is why when you started going up the stairs the second time, it was saying things on the EVP that were related specifically to you in the voices of the quote unquote family members or like the different people, but it was not different people.
Yeah.
That was probably the scariest part, because I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, because that thing was on your back for a second. And when I say for a second, this woman realized what happened and like shocked it off of you. So you don't have an attachment, because I know people like to say that. It's gone because you have this lovely woman that did not let this thing screw with you.
Yeah, it was an experience for me watching you guys have that experience, because I would have been like, okay, I'm over here now, you guys have fun, and I'm like across the street eating a pizza.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it was scary. The way this thing deals with people is they show me that when people go there, it like lays itself on top of you and like tells you sweet nothings until it immediately takes those sort of...
The way I see it is it sits on your back and it basically reads your energy like a book. They show me this scene from Bizarre Adventure of JoJo's, and there's this character that has the ability to read your life story by turning your face into a book. And that's what they show me this thing does, is it literally, like what Liv says, tells you sweet nothings while it gains information about you in order to scare you, in order to get energy from you.
Yeah.
Which is why when you had these clouds around you, it was unable to do that. But once you touched that board, it gave you access to be on your back and start reading things about you.
Yeah, it was not okay. It just like, yeah, somebody was telling me about it, how they like sit on the couch and it just sits on top of you like a gravity blanket and you feel safe and secure, and it gives you these happy memories until all of a sudden you start having the memories of why you don't like yourself and things, and it's not okay. Mm-hmm. I don't like it. What is it? There's a song by a girl who's really cool, and it's like killing me softly with your words.
Okay.
It's what I hear when I think about it. It's a cool
Makes
song.
Sense.
So did not like it at all. Oh, and at one point you guys like went outside, and Em and I mean, we're psychic mediums, but also we have healthy feelings of doubt that what we're seeing is just malarkey made up in our heads. So when you guys went outside to go set up a like EVP or something on the windowsill, and we've been seeing that this thing is like this dark shadow, scary man thing, you turned and in the window you saw the outline of this dark mass, and it's just one.
Well, yeah. They also, at the beginning of where we reacted, walked in and there was a physical apparition of a full body shadow. And that's when you were like, I've never seen something physically before. Because on the other side where the night vision camera was, you were like, I saw something gloopy here. And that's when you started losing your shit.
No.
And I was like, oh, that doesn't happen all the time for people. Okay, thanks.
Yeah. At one point, it just yeeted a bowl off of a counter, too, from its energy. And it's weird because that's where we first saw it when they went into the room.
Yeah.
We saw the gloopy. I'm gloopy. I'm gloopy. So, yeah, it was not okay. You guys are probably the coolest paranormal investigators that I've seen so far.
Why do you say that?
Because their energy is like mine.
Oh, the pure energy thing.
Yeah, everybody likes to tell me that I'm very like innocent and pure, and it annoys me and whatever.
Yeah, your golden retriever energy. Just call her a golden retriever girl and it'll make her really happy. That's like what she strives for in life.
I'll kill you later. It's fine. But the fact that I said that really just, I feel like it's the pot calling the kettle black, but also, I don't know. You guys didn't like taunt anything. It was really cute. I mean, I don't know. At one point you could see that, I think his name is Patrick.
Patrick was the one with the hat.
Yeah. He looks like if Pete Wentz and Mac Miller had a child.
Okay.
Anyways,
they also did a, what is that thing called? The esses method.
Oh,
sensory deprivation.
And it hit him and I saw it.
Oh,
I forgot. Remember that?
You're spoiling it.
I'm sorry.
You gotta have the lead up. So they're doing this method. If you don't know, it's called the esses method. And they basically take a spirit box and they have someone with noise canceling headphones and like a blindfold or whatever. And they basically listen to the spirit box and say whatever they hear in regards to it. So while they are doing this, they have this person sitting on the stairs where the thing likes to hang out, and they have the laser thing pointed at them, which again, the laser thing, it does not want to be in front of. Point blank period, does not want to do it. So this thing, first of all, the other guy, I don't know what his name is, sorry, but he was doing it first, and they had the thing pointed at him. So this dark thing was like in the little room underneath the stairs whispering things to him, which is why it wasn't being picked up on the laser thing, but they were still getting information from the spirit box. But when Patrick sat down and was getting information from the spirit box, this thing like oozed into his shadow, because since he was in front of this laser thing, the place in order for it to hide was in, like, behind him. But you can see this thing, like, creeping down the stairs, and then all of a sudden, Patrick freaks out and is like, something just touched me! And Liv, that's when Liv saw it.
Yeah, I saw it coming down the stairs. But again, what is it? Confidence issues. And I was too scared to say anything. And then when he like jumped up and moved, I was like, no, why?
So what happened?
I saw like this thing come down the stairs and it reached its hand through the bars at him.
Mm-hmm.
It's not okay.
And then he started freaking out.
Yeah.
Because it touched him.
He said he experienced someone standing behind him and like went to like grab him or something, I think. Mm-hmm. But I saw it like literally reach this giant scary ass fucking hand through the bars.
Yeah.
And I'm just not okay with it. I really also hate the fact that we saw the same thing on the stairs, because it was like right in the frame. And I know that you physically can't see it, but that's usually how I experience things, is not physically seeing it, but it's there. But the fact that you saw it too.
Well, yeah.
Like if other people watch that, they're not going to see it unless you're a medium or something. But like
that's how it works for me.
I know, but that's usually how I see things. So seeing things physically, like they caught a shadow figure in a window and hearing things on their EVP that they were hearing and stuff that they also didn't catch. That's physical for me, and I don't like it.
Well, yeah, it's physical for everyone. Sorry. Everyone can see that.
Yeah, but the demon face on the stairs.
Well, yeah, then no one can see that, but they can see the shadow figure sitting in the window.
I'm not used to that stuff. That stuff scares me.
That's interesting. I think it's really funny because you get really scared about it, and I don't think this thing's that bad. It sucks. It's a bad thing, but also
I don't like
the things we've been covering prior to this have been way worse.
I don't know. This thing seems way scarier. There's nothing else around it. It's like you and this dude, and you just gotta like shadow box it. And I'm not about it. I would rather have souls that are in there that can help me, but there is nothing. Mm-hmm. It's like when Squidward is in the alone box, but everything's dark and scary, and this thing has giant claws and looks like a scary mask and growls.
Yeah, it's fine. But yeah, when you were upstairs, you had the laser thing pointed in the room to the right, but the thing was behind you in the room behind you.
Because it throws its voice.
Yeah, it throws its voice. And at this point, Liv was talking about how it pretends to be different spirits.
Mm-hmm.
Like it pretends
puppets.
Yeah, it pretends to be a woman. It pretends to be like children. It pretends to be a man. To make people trust it. But every time I see these people, they're like grayed out, like zombie looking or dead looking.
Mm-hmm. I think I explained it like, what is it? The new show that's out, Stranger Things, when they have Vecna, and Vecna has all the people like slid up with the gross black things through them.
Yeah.
That's what they look like. And you think you're talking to a person, but the closer you get, it turns into what the people that are in Vecna's world look like on the end of tentacles.
Finger puppets.
Not okay. Like you hear a girl, like a woman, and she's like, come make cookies with me. And you're like, what? Cookies? That sounds great. And then you get closer and this tentacle comes out of her mouth and you realize that her eyes don't have life in them. Anyways, that's why I don't watch scary movies, because the things in my head are scary enough.
But the last thing in the first part is that it knocks over that bike.
Yeah.
Did it knock over the bike? Why did it knock over the bike?
They walked out of the house, and it's almost as if it could slam the door and be like, stay out! And then they came back. So,
No, I think they were inside still. I thought they were upstairs.
Oh, maybe
they were. And his bike fell over. Because I think you're thinking about later.
When they saw it in the window.
Because once it got pissed off, it was like underneath the house because it was like stuck. Yeah. It got stuck underneath the house because there's like this weird crawl space type thing. So they started hearing weird noises underneath the house.
Oh, I forgot the happy laundry room. I was like, go to the laundry room.
But yeah, that was the point in which rocks started being thrown at them. And this spiritual woman was like, excuse me. Look, don't touch.
Yeah, because you guys were being very respectful. And the fact that you were there, you were just doing like normal research stuff. And that's kind of how the woman was explaining it. She's like, if you're going to be here, demonic entity thing, you need to settle your fucking tits, because they're not hurting you. They're not being rude. You're just being whatever. So if you're going to exist, this is the price you pay for existing by yourself here. Congratulations.
Yeah, so it started having like a temper tantrum because this woman was like, hey, pop off, get away from these people. You're being mean.
Yeah, because one of the guys started walking, and then a rat like literally flew across the room and hit the archway of the door right when he put his head down to walk under it. And I was like, that was not a mistake. You ducking.
This woman caused you to duck so you wouldn't get hit by the rock. Because this thing wanted to hurt you after it realized that it couldn't screw with you. And this woman wanted to protect you. Because you kept saying, don't go down the stairs. Hold on to things. It's going to push you.
Yeah, 3 points of contact. And you were like, protect the camera. And I was like, no, fucking protect yourself.
Always protect the camera. Camera goes up first. Everything else hits the ground. It doesn't matter. That's how I view it.
That thing wanted to push you guys, and that lady with the clouds of blue and gold is literally the reason that it was not 8,000 times worse.
Physically harming you.
Yes. Because it was physically harming other things.
Yeah.
Not okay. Mm-hmm. It was honestly one of the cooler videos I think we've reacted to.
It was really weird. Well, okay, I think it was like that because, again, there wasn't other things mediating it. Mm-hmm. So, like, if there weren't things in the Conjuring house, like, when it was actually happening and people were like, it's not haunted, and the actual Perrin family was there, it was probably 100 times worse because there were less spirits being like, hey, shove off.
Yeah, that's true. And the only spirit that's like that in this Clearwater Demon House is the dude with the lantern on the outside with the cat. He, like, doesn't go in there. I
don't think he cares so much. He's like, it is what it is.
I think he gives people a creepy vibe, and he's like, if you're not okay enough to just heed my creepy vibe and go into that house, then that's on you.
Yeah.
Because he gives off extremely creepy vibes.
Yeah, he does.
Mm-hmm. So if you didn't feel the hair on the back of your neck standing up when you first went in there and still decided to go in there, he's not going to help you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, you know.
He gives me vibes like the dude from Harry Potter with the cat. But he's like, but I'm not a bitch like he is.
Filch.
Yeah. Because he ends up going with the pink lady, right? He's like, I wouldn't do that. Who was the pink lady who, like, took over from Dumbledore?
Oh, that's what you're talking about.
Yeah. That's why the soul's like, I'm not a bitch, but I'm like him.
Well, there are theories that Filch is a poltergeist.
Really?
Yeah, because he's not magical. So why would he be in, like, a magical school? Like, he can't do magic. And, okay, that's what I mean by magical. He is a magical being, a.k.a. he's probably a poltergeist. However, he can't do magic. So why would he be in a magic school if he couldn't do it? That's the theory.
Because they need someone to hang up signs and be grumpy?
People think that he's a poltergeist. There's some videos on it on YouTube.
Got it.
You're welcome.
I'm all about the fan fictions.
The fan fictions.
Did you guys like our reaction to the video of the Clearwater house? I hope that Patrick did, because I looked up your about on YouTube and it just says, Patrick. This is Patrick. I don't know what the name of the other guy was, unless we go back and watch the video. But I'm sorry, both of you are fabulous. Yeah,
Patrick is usually the one that's on camera, and the other guy's behind the camera. And then they bring a whole bunch of other people there, and they do live stream stuff.
Mm.
So,
like we're going to when we reach 300 Patreons.
Is that the next one?
Yeah. And we're at 200, over 200. So we're going to say thanks to our patrons because you're going to make it possible for us to live stream a haunted location. You want me to do it again, or do you want to do it?
Here you go.
Oh, I have to do all of them again?
Or you can just copy and paste it from the last one.
Also, you guys need to, if you would feel so inclined, if you're listening to this on Apple Podcasts, leave us a review on Apple Podcasts that has a dad joke in it or some sort of funny thing, because all of you are lovely and wonderful, and we have a 5 out of 5 right now on Apple Podcasts. Please don't be the person that ruins that just because you want to. If you really don't like us, then that's fine, but if you do...
You're challenging people.
And don't, I'll be sad. So anyways, Emily's writing meow on her paper for like the 18th time. Does that one say meow too?
There's 2 on here.
Meow, 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 meow. All right, speaking of meow meows, patrons, the lovely people of the Discord servers. We have Presley, Katsu, Emmy, Kira, Fabiola, Jennifer, Amanda, Paige, Veronica, John, Maggie, Rena, Samantha, B, Christopher, Clarissa, Michelle, Laura, Cherish, Charlie, Carly, Brittany, Missy, Forgetting Oblivion, Nelson, Sarah, Sasha, Ashley, Sarah, Jade, Angie, Julie, Colleen, Synth, Sherry, Hannah, Amy, Raquel, Tasha, V, Fanny, JCLO, Shelly, Grisha, Jay, Denali, I think it's Denali, or Danali, Charlotte, Jasmine Mills, Julie, Brittany, Paige, Marin, Christina, Christopher, Sarah, Jasmine, Connor, Alicia, Vanna, Maribel, Amy, Amber, Cataly, Joylyn, Paige, Brooklyn, Courtney, Nicola, Q, Rita, Alana, Abril, Shelby, Ishmael, it's Ismail, Aki, Karina, Surya, Sergio, and I love your name, Kata, Asteria, Steffi, Jade, Brandy, Gay Mayer, Brooke, Lee, M, Kayla, Ashley, Catherine, Dallas, Sarah, Alyssa, Gannon, Maria, Veronica, Cynthia, Chris Von Kleist, Emily, Meredith, Jim. It's loading. Lindsay, Beth, Ashley, Annalie, Tara, Rosie, or Tara, Brandy, Skullstorm, Aghoradas. Is there like, I feel like I'm saying that so wrong, but that's how it looks. Aghoradas, Tierra, Hazel, Marcy, Mia, Isabel, Rosura, Megan, Faith, Jessica, Yassi, Glow, Haley, Abadabadoo, Francesca, Alicia, Amba, Brooke, Ellie, Mia, Flavende, Leanne, Ocorona, Anya, Abby, Kayla, Sarah, April, Ashley, TJ, Cassie, Joanne, Charlie, Keisha, Helen, Lily, Natalie, Bercy, Miriam, Alec, Sarah, Amanda, Stephanie. My mom used to ride at a barn. And you know when you're about to go into a barn and the door is closed and you don't know if there's a horse riding lesson and you go, door! You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. This girl was sweet enough to inherit a horse from one of her friends who passed away. And they told her that when she goes into the arena to play with the horse or ride, she needed to announce herself. So when she would get to the door, instead of saying, door, she would say, Stephanie. And no one told her for months.
Wow.
So anyways, there you go, Stephanie. That's what I think about every time I read your name. Tuna, Izzy, Super Aru, Alexa, Caitlin, Shareholder, Itzel, Sophia, Bria, Katie, Leanne, Bees, Brittany, Kendall, Shandy, Riley, Nikea, Korean, Miana, Lillian, Jay, Lucretia, Misty, Brianna, Kristen, Kima, Christy, Vicky, Erica, Ian, Vanessa, McKenna, Shannon, Sydney, Kaylee, Mev, Veronica, Trinity, Cass, Anthony, Violet, Peyton, Mac, Autumn, Jenny, Laurel, Bradley, Sandy, Naz, Sherry, Sushi, Anita, Katie, Charles, Holly, Krista, Flo, Abby, Malake. Thank you to all of our lovely patrons, making it possible for Em and I to make some extremely precarious business bowel movements, and we're excited about it.
Yeah, she sent out an email that says we decided on spiritual bowel movements, business bowel movements. I did not agree upon that at all.
Wait, the logo, the lingo, or the spiritual bowel movements?
The word spiritual bowel movement.
Yes, I explained it. Okay, it was late, so in my mind you did agree to it because I told you and I explained it, and I love it. It's beautiful. I put a South Park reference in the email and everything. Did you see it?
I read it.
Yeah.
However, I'm still not on board with the spoopy poopy crap.
That's okay. It is
the
crap.
bowel movements. I will not create content about poop.
I love it. It's because every time Em and I have to make content for the past year and a half, it's a lot because having a full-time job and starting a business is a lot. And if it's not a lot, then you're a freaking monster from a different dimension of awesomeness and are just able to like not feel like it's a lot. So Em and I would sit down to do a content video, whatever, and I was like, are you ready? She's like, yes, I pooped this into existence. Are you ready for this? It's poop. And I was like, it's going to be a hot poop, and it's going to be great. So that's everyone explains, they're like, I got to make money moves. Em and I have making poop, and it is business movements. Get it? It's hilarious.
It's not.
It's hilarious. I love
weird.
it. You think talking to dead people isn't weird?
At least it's not gross.
It can be.
At least it has nothing to do with poop.
You don't know that.
If the spirit wants to talk to me about poop, they're going to have to step off, go find you to talk to you about poop.
I'm okay with that. And we're your Meta PsycKicks.
Bada bing. So haunted side, should we do an investigation together? Question mark.
Ooh, the biggest balls. Emily's wearing the pants. I'm about it. I ship it.
Membership fees apply after free trial. Cancel anytime.
Can I be real with you for a second? That goal you have to exercise and eat better, You really can do it, but nobody is going to do it for you. Nobody is going to push you out of bed to work out. Nobody is going to make you eat better. But here's the thing. Nobody has to, because you can do it if you have the right tools and a community that cares about helping you get results. And that's us, Beachbody. 2.5 million people, each doing the Beachbody program that fits our own goals. Over 80 to choose from, some that take just 20 minutes a day. Nutrition plans that teach you how to eat healthy and still enjoy food. What we all have in common is we know it's not easy, so we help each other. It's as convenient as your TV or laptop, but you need to decide that you're worth it. That's why I'm inviting you to try our amazing Beachbody fitness and nutrition programs. Let us help you succeed. Here's how. Go to beachbody.com to claim your free membership and start feeling great.